Hey guys, what's happening? It's your man JP with JP's World of Wrestling. Kind of a sad day. I just read the news. I think it was the day before yesterday, but uh, Sabu has passed away. Sabu, of course, is an ECW legend. He was one of the ECW originals, and he was like really one of the kings of hardcore extreme style wrestling. And it's always sad whenever a wrestler dies. Now, I don't have a ton of memories with Sabu because when he was with ECW, I didn't really have access to ECW. ECW was sort of a northeast, sort of regional thing, and I didn't really know about it. Um, I do remember Sabu because briefly he wrestled in WCW, but initially his style was, I think, too extreme for WCW. WCW, they had a hardcore division later on, but they really only started their hardcore division because ECW was really picking up steam and it was getting really popular. And ECW had a very loyal fan base. So, and Sabu was sort of one of the top guys in that area. I mean, he would, you know, jump into barbed wire. He would jump from the top rope and leg drop somebody who was draped over the guardrail. He would use chairs. He would like drop kick chairs into people's faces, kind of the way that Rob Van Dam used. And actually, him and Rob Van Dam had some classic battles in ECW, but he was the nephew of the original Sheik, and he was an interesting sort. He had scars all over his body from past battles that he'd had, and like I said, I don't have a ton of memories. I did have a Sabu action figure. It was an ECW action figure, and I remember like the arms kind of bent, and there was like a little switching back. You'd push down on it, and the arms would kind of go outward like that. But yeah, Sabu dead at 60, which is sad because that really is too young to go. And I don't know. I haven't heard anything about what caused his death or anything, but I do know that he just had his retirement match like a couple weeks ago, and so it's kind of sad that he wasn't just able to just enjoy retirement. But it is what it is, and unfortunately, that seems to be kind of a common tale. And everybody dies. It's not just the wrestling world, but but I'm still sad. I'm sad for his family and his friends and his fans. And although I didn't, I wasn't particularly like a huge Sabu fan. It wasn't because I didn't like him, just because I didn't really have a lot of exposure to him. But from what I saw, he was unique. And I do remember, though, he was on a video game that I had called Showdown Legends of Wrestling. And on occasion, I would use his character. I'd put him in like tables matches. And because he did a lot of tables matches, and he did a lot of extreme type stuff. And so, nevertheless, the wrestling world took a big hit with this one. And Sabu, I salute you, sir. You will be missed. So, thank you for watching. If you're new, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.